Hello everyone and welcome to the Tartarus key. So this game is not very long. As far as I know, it's about 7 to 10 hours, maybe verging on 12 hours long. But I saw this and I thought that it looked really interesting and I wanted to try it out because I really like the look of low poly games and I don't really play enough of them. We did play Signalis like last year, and that was another kind of like low poly game, looked like a PlayStation 1 game. This one is more of like a PlayStation 2. But I really like the whole low poly look that they have going for games, like independent games. So with this one, it's basically a horror thriller escape room esque game according to its description. So we're going to be doing a lot of puzzles, and I don't think, as far as I know, there's any voice acting in this. So I'll probably be doing some talking for this game just to kind of like maybe talk about the puzzles, talk about the game itself, anything interesting I find. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I hope you enjoy. So we're just gonna take a look around. This couch is brand new, but it's made to look like it's an antique. So either somebody bought it, like thrifted it, and it's been gently used, or they distressed it themselves to make it appear like it's older than it actually is. So we just picked up a postcard. We're just examining some things around here. There's a safe that we have to find a code for, and a bunch of books everywhere, like on the floor and on the bookshelf, but it doesn't look like the books are gonna help us in this sense. So I guess should talk to Torres and see what she has to say. So we just picked up two postcards, Hawaii and Japan, and a key that opens a desk drawer. Since we were able to open that drawer without unlocking it, that means that it probably opens another drawer on the other side because there's no other drawers anywhere. So, oh, okay. So we picked up a journal page, and the journal page is kind of weird. It has like some writing on it that we can't read right now. So the game doesn't tell you, but triangle is how you bring up your inventory. So I was pressing a bunch of buttons trying to see which one's inventory, and it was this one. Alright, so if we press X, it will flip the object to see if there's anything written on the back. So the postcard from Japan says 3 days rooting through a library before stumbling upon anything remotely helpful. This is bigger than I possibly could have imagined. Take care of yourself. They're watching Best CW. So, okay. So this person was researching something. It's possible that's why there's all this stuff on the floor. The torn journal page says scribbled travel itinerary that lists the order someone's planning to visit countries: England, Germany, Portugal, Japan, Philippines, Hawaii, and Alaska. And that kind of matches up with the postcards that we got. Definitely, as always, if you need to pause so you can read this stuff, go ahead and do so. I'm going to try to go through the dialogue and this as slow as I can without doing it to snail's crawl. So, normal reading for me, which might be either too slow for some or too fast for others. But if it's too fast for you, just go ahead and pause it so you can take a look. So, how you figure out this puzzle is that you use the itinerary to put the postcards in order. So, it would be England first, then Japan, then Hawaii, and then Alaska. So, the numbers on the backs should read out as 7, 3, 4, and then 1. I kind of figured that we were the puzzle because when we talk with Torres earlier, she says that the walkie-talkies are short range, which means that our room and the room that Torres is trapped in is not very far from each other, maybe like 30, 40, 50 feet. And short range walkie talkies usually have that span, and then larger range ones are over 50 feet. They're like 100 feet, 200 feet, um, give or take, with quotations, give or take. So now that we've gotten out of our room, we have to go and find Torres and try to get them out of her room. But I'm kind of wondering why Torres's name went from being Torres to question mark, question mark, question mark when she had introduced herself to us earlier. So this is actually a real thing. It's not something that was made up for the game. Humors were prescribed to people as being imbalances. Like if you only had three of the four, then you were imbalanced and you had to do like leeches or something like that. That's why you're sick. Bloodletting, leeches. Um, there's this thing where they basically they use it in acupuncture and it does relieve some pain, but it'll leave like circles on your body of like burn marks essentially, but it still heat the inside of like a tube, like a vacuum, and stick it on your skin, and kind of like it creates a suction. And they'll say, oh, this aerates your pores so that the humors can leave your body and stuff like that. We kind of had to do research on it when I was in high school because we were reading Chaucer, and Chaucer mentioned a lot about like the humors and the disposition of a person and how that made them like ill-tempered or something like that. And I was like, man, I'm really glad that we moved away from that. All right, so for this one, I had to look around a little bit. I'm missing a bottle. There's 5 slots, so I'm missing a bottle, and it's somewhere here in this room. This painting kind of gives us a clue. It's got tear on the left and right side, and then there's the green bottle that's over here painting that has a tear on the left side. So that kind of lets us know that that painting and that painting are possibly connected. And then this last one right here is also torn on the right side. So that means if they were all together, they would be one large painting. So what's funny is that I actually looked at this bottle earlier and I completely missed it. I thought it was a candle. Um, I should have been looking harder, but I think we just solved the puzzle. And now our door is open and we've gotten a key and we can finally leave this set of rooms. I know the situation is really serious and that we gotta get Torres out of the room as fast as we can before she um, gets killed by the gas. But I like that little interaction between her and Tor and Alex. It was kind of like a little bit of I guess a relief, a tension relief, while we try to figure out how to get her out of the room. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to kind of accept that some of the things that happen here, I'm not gonna be able to wrap my head around. Like, that's an entire room back there, which makes you wonder who was back there that looked like us that threw the axe through there. Was it another person? Was it some whoever had like kidnapped us? So yeah, I think some things are not going to be able to be explained this early. We're just going to have to kind of take it as it is and hope later we get answers. Yeah, I think Taurus is my favorite character so far. We haven't met any of the other characters that might be in this game, so Taurus is currently number one because she has led a very fascinating and horrible life, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to share more tidbits from that life from her many years as a detective with us. So, if I remember correctly, this entire hallway is bathed in darkness, so I ended up just going straight instead of making a left because I didn't know what was in this hallway. So yeah, definitely somebody came through there, lit a candle, and opened the door, or manually open it from everywhere given the presence of the security cameras. So we're getting to the end of the video, so I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes now. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'm really enjoying the game so far and can't wait to see what else the mansion has for you. We were thankfully able to save Torres, and we're going to try to see if we could save anybody else we find, but of course, no guarantees. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next one, and you have a good rest of your day. Bye!